I'm your counselor for today. So I've seen that you've done your hope skill, and I think you're not that because this hope skill is for just to find if you are motivated in what you do, right? And I think that it's good that you don't have stress. Based on the points you gave, it's like more to 1 and 2, so I don't think that you guys are stressed. For example, the first question, I can think of many ways to complete the project before the deadline. And you put 2, which means that you're not that stressed. So yeah, and I would number 3, I feel restless or exhausted most of the time, and you said 1. So that means you're quite happy, yeah, this person. Okay, so pretty good, the motivation, I think. However, your number... Yes, counselor. I think you're very stressed. Sorry, you need to... No, I will get the details for you. So finish everything. Yeah. Really counselling pay money one. Okay, so...
Actually, you should introduce yourself to your client. But never mind, it's okay. But it's okay, no problem.
Okay, so I think you're very...
However, you are very prepared for your future, as I can see. On your question 8, past experience have prepared me well for my future, and you put 3. Out of the 9 questions, that was the highest. So, I think that it's a good thing that you learn from your past, and it helps you in your future. It shows that you're a strong person, and yeah.
There are some recommendations that I suggest for you. So firstly is when you feel so stressed after your when you are doing your work, right? I think you should after you consult with your teacher, and then he or she give you feedback. If it's negative, don't think too much about it. Take it as a learning point, and be open to feedback. Like whoever that's giving you any feedback regarding your project, just be open. You don't have to say that whatever they say is irrelevant. Then also you should always support one another. Don't, when you feel down just because of one thing, all of you are down. Don't be like that. Just be that bigger person to support and motivate every team member, so that you have the motivation to actually push yourself and know that you can improve to complete the task. Then also since you know that the deadline is in 2 weeks, tell yourself that you are going to have reward after you submit your project. So let's say you guys as a team think of something that you would reward yourself. Let's say maybe go for dinner, or just treat yourself to something good, so that you can feel better and know that whatever your work is actually worth it. Yeah, don't like I said earlier, don't think so much about the negative things. So always just tell yourself that it's gonna be, the outcome is gonna be good, and don't think that you can't do the job. Yeah.
Hello everybody. So for your goal settings, because you have to actually complete your project within 2 weeks, right? So I suggest you guys to actually do the goal settings, so you guys know where you guys are at the period lah. So we're gonna use the SMART goal settings. So for you being specific is you actually have to understand how you can achieve the project before the deadline lah. And by doing so, you can actually create a timetable, like for that 2 weeks, create a timetable, and then you'll like segregate like who will do what job. Like let's say you, Jack, you can do logistics, right? So you set a timeline for like 2 days per week or 3 days per week, and then you go and settle the logistics item, and then so forth. And you guys have to understand that by doing so within 2 weeks, you guys have to put in effort and commit to the project since you guys want to complete it before the deadline. Also, I can just pass on to Ashley. Hello.
Okay.
Okay, so as y'all can see, I know that y'all have a lot of things to do regarding schoolwork and things like that, right? So as y'all can see, I have actually this day planner for you. So what this day planner do is to actually for you to better manage your time. So example, at 7 o'clock, you have 7, 8, 9, 10, blah blah blah. So maybe at 7 o'clock, you can maybe say time to wake up. Then at 8, then you can start having your breakfast, because like maybe from 7 to 8 you can do some maybe light exercise to maybe wake your body up. So at 8 then you have a light breakfast. Then at 9 you can start doing maybe a project, and then until 12 then you can have your lunch, and then things like that. Then you can carry on your schoolwork. So this is for you to actually plan your time well, so that you can be more organized to be able to complete your project. Okay. Okay, so next, this is a list to help you analyze what are the things that waste your time. So for example, now that I counsel you, go home, you can think about it and then try to analyze your own timetable before you at this counselling. So for example, number 1, you can put like, maybe you say use your phone for 1 hour. So this is actually a wasting of your time. So I'll recommend you to put it here, then you can see, so that you like stop doing it, so that you can have more time to do other things. Okay, then the last one will be okay, so the last one will be, this is something important, as like it's not part of time managing, but it's more of prioritizing whatever you have to do. So this is from 1 to 5. So the first one will be ranking your highest importance in your life. So for example, now that you say you have your project and you are very stressed about it, maybe you can put number 1 as a project, and then that's the thing that you have to get it done as fast as possible. Then the second maybe your CCA, third your other schoolwork like homework, things like that. Then you'll know what to do, so that it's more organized for you. Yeah, that's all. Just remember to manage your time well. Next person.
Can help to click or can keyboard. It's okay, it's good. Huh? Oh, press 4. Yep. Can. Eh? Ah.
Everything
Oh, okay. Then press 2.
How many more minutes left?
Okay. Like that.
Okay.
Okay, all yours.
So I want you all to close your eyes and relax your body, and take a long deep breath in through your nose and breathe throughout your lungs. You have nothing to worry about right now, and imagine you're going for a walk to the beach, and you start walking to the beach, and you notice that the sand is a bright white and the water is a beautiful blue-green. You take off your shoes and step onto the beach, and your feet sink into the warm, soft sand and feel it in your toes. You can hear the waves crashing onto the beach, and it calms your mind and allows you to feel even more relaxed. You smell the air. It's salty like the water is. And you breathe in deeply again, smelling the ocean. And the wind is blowing strongly onto the ocean, on the beach, and you feel your shirt moving in the wind. And you take a minute to notice everything around you. The water, the air, the sounds, the smells, and the beauty around you. take a deep, long breath. And you slowly walk away from the water. And when you feel ready, you can bring your attention back to the room. And you can open your eyes when you want to. Feel yourself in the room. And slowly open your eyes. What do you feel? Okay, I'm gonna do another meditation with yoga pose, and I want you to sit on the floor. Sit on the floor, please. Then pass me the ball.
The best you can.
Like this.
Huh?
Like this. And close your eyes again. And relax your body. And breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And out. You can open your eyes now. And wiggle your fingers and toes. And roll your shoulders. And you can stretch if you like. And when you're ready, you can get up now. And the last one is a quick relaxation method so that you won't feel so stressed. The end.
The end.
Okay. So, whole session done?
Welcome to Kebab Consultation. Okay, my name is Jack. Actually, I'm your time perspective consultant. And then here we have Ben, your hope therapy consultant. Eileen, your what's that? Greed consultant. And then we have Li Zhen as your meditation consultant. Okay, now I really understand that you guys, you really plan to go to Raffles Institution. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah. But unfortunately, your O level is not what you expected. Right? Yeah. Okay, so what I really think about is that you are actually a very future-oriented person. And according to my survey, yeah, you're a very future-oriented person. So what I really recommend you guys to do is to go through and follow with us. Follow through the hope therapy, follow through the greed, and follow through the meditation. Then you'll understand that you actually can bring your future oriented to your present hedonist. Okay? Yeah, just remember it this way. So now I'll pass on the mic to Benedict.
Hey, hi guys. You have done the short survey for me, and I'll just use a general number and the scores that you are more concerned on. I do know that you guys are entered due to the O-level results that you guys received. You guys entered in RP under Diploma in Wellness. However, this might not be your future or ending stone, but I need to know that what's your strength on what you guys want to do in the future, because this course might actually bring you to there with an alternative route. This might be a 3 years, but you can take these 3 years to the fullest and then have a better score. Don't just because of your O-level result and disregard your most of your other future career path just because of your results. Then you guys are negative about this. Take this as a chance to get yourself back on foot and go for other routes. After completing this diploma, what is the true goal that you guys will want to end up in? This course actually will bring you up to actually spa manager, a fitness manager, on all the wellness side. If you don't dislike this, you can actually go to after completing this, you still can go to university without going through the Raffles Institution, RI lah, JC. So poly is also another stepping stone for you guys. So based on the survey that I see, you guys have actually not met your goals for your to set because you all didn't enter RI. That's the goal that you guys wanted. So this goal is actually unsuccessful. So let's create a new goal. Go to a similar university. That is your goal that I will set for you guys. And then there's also a lot of other ways to actually complete this. So I will do a planner for you guys. Put down what's your goal, what's your what's your goal and what's the steps that you guys will take, and you guys must hang on to this in order to reach the final destination. And
Okay, as for the wittiness that you guys have, so based on the survey that you guys did earlier, the result of your survey is that you guys are witty where your scored 4. So based on your situation, right, where you didn't get to go to RI and obviously to the university, so it's okay that you guys are in the diploma right now, as in this diploma you will also learn certain modules that are related to the future degree that you guys would like to take, and in the meantime you will also get to learn more things, and you may develop a new passion for yourself. So based on the wittiness that you have, you are able to pursue this current route where you finish your diploma first, and you can proceed to diploma proceed to further education route where you can continue with your doctor dream. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
So hello. Okay, so now we go and start your meditation. So before I start, right, maybe y'all can put away your devices, because this might distract you, because meditation is very calm, very peaceful. So please put away your devices. Yeah. Okay, so the purpose of having meditation is to make you calm, put away your like the negative thoughts. Yeah. So
Thank you.
okay, so I need everyone to close your eye. Close the eye and maybe sit straight and close the eye. Okay, then please pay attention to the music, then slowly to breathe in, breathe out. So use this about maybe 1 minute to put away 30 seconds to put away all the your frustration, put away all the negative, all the things that you keep thinking of, like just put away and just stay calm and keep breathing and breathe out. Okay, so you can open your eyes slowly. And now, how do you feel after like calming yourself down? Relax, very calm, relief. Yeah. So after you calm down, you can think better. You can all these sides, you can like have, you can slowly think, then you can plan your path easy. And also this one is this one can do it like 1 to 3 minutes at home. Before, after you wake up, you can like whenever you stress, you can do this, because it will calm your mind down, so that you can think of it after. If you feel frustrated, and whenever you feel frustrated or feel stressed, when you're thinking like, oh my god, today so good, I feel so frustrated, like thinking, what should I choose? What should I choose? No, before you like can think, you do this, like calm yourself down for like maybe 30 seconds to 1 minute, so that you can think better after that. Sure. Yeah. So thank you.
Hi ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bird Counselling Club. First of all, my name is Joshua, and my colleague here is Lynette. She's going to present to you about Adult Hope Scale. And we have Hugh Long here. Hugh Long is going to present the grit. And we have Miss Lee Sing. She is going to present to you the meditation techniques. Okay? Alright, let's get a move on. I'll pass the mic to Lynette.
Hi, my name is Lynette, and welcome to our our session here. So we know that you're a member of the RP floorball team, yeah, and you are constantly under a great deal of pressure to perform, and you are going to perform in the perennial IBP championships, and you also play a very important role as a defender in the team. But you're very stressed every time when you get on court, as you have an intense fear of letting your team down by being unable to intercept attackers from the opposing team, leading them to scoring crucial goals and causing your team to lose the match. So for today, we're going to talk about I'm going to guide you through your hope skill. From the results that you have given me, it's quite, your results show that you are tired most of the time. Yeah, so, yeah. Is there any reason why you are tired most of the time?
Yes, because of practice very late, and then we stay at home, stay at Bedok, Tampines also is very far. Then we reach home around 11, 12 there. Then we need to wake up so early for school, around 5, 6, so it's very tiring.
So I can say it's more on the physical side that you're tired. Any mentally are you tired in any ways?
Oh yes, of course. As you have said before, I always feel very nervous to, like, I scared later I fail my teammates and all, and it happened before, so I'm very stressed about it. Yes.
Okay, I understand what you're going through, yeah? Okay, another point that I would like to bring up that you do not meet the goals that you set for yourself. Am I right? Yeah. May I know if you set goals which are of very unattainable in a very short time?
This is quite subjective, but I think I set the standard for myself pretty high because I want to do the best for my team, and sometimes I think I cannot meet them.
Okay, so these are just some of the few points that I would like you to know yourself, that you acknowledge that these are some of the concerns that you should face. So yeah, just keep in mind on, yeah. I'll pass the mic.
Alright, just to add on to what Miss Lynette has just said, alright, you might want to consider setting SMART goals. What are SMART goals? SMART goals, let me show you, sir. Alright, here you go. SMART goals. S, we have specific, whether your training is very specific or not. So I'll explain that later, just go through very briefly. Alright, and M, we have measurable. Alright, For A, we have achievable, R is for realistic, and T is for timely. So, what we Alright, so what we have here, specific. For example, if you want to set a specific goal, you have to put it like maybe practice interceptions, because due to your lack of interception of the ball, which causes the goals, right? So practice interception during floorball training. And you say that you are very tired for the physical activity and all, so maybe you can cut down your training time to 1 or 1 hour and a half or so. So that's specificity. Right? Okay. And next we have measurable. Right? Measurable. What's measurable? Measurable is like whether you can achieve, able to hit that target or not. So, for example, during training, you might want to consider maybe intercept five passes. So from there you will set your goals will be like next training go higher and higher, all that. Yeah. All right. And then next we have achievable. So how are you going to achieve this? All right. So maybe by achieving this, you need to get more sleep. Once you have more sleep, then you will be able to be performing better at your best, at your optimum. Alright? And also, maybe you want to take care of your diet as well. So the diet plays a very important part of your body, you know? Okay? And also, if let's say you don't have any training, you maybe can train under the void deck. If you're under the void deck, it will be a progressive training, you know? During your own free time, just train under your void deck, yeah? And then we have achievable. So what is achievable? Achievable. Realistic. Realistic, right? Realistic. So you're gonna train for IVP, right? So you need that specific what you wanna achieve during IVP. So your goal maybe is to be champions in IVP, I guess, right? Am I right? Okay, so champions. So in order to be champions, you need to make the interception of the passes. Correct. Very good. So next one we have timely. This is the last one. Timely. It's like within how many certain period of time when you want to achieve it. So let's say your IVP is in six months time or something. Then maybe you want to be better in, let's say, 3 months. During this 6 months or maybe 4 months, you want to be better at what you're doing. You want to be better in intercepting the ball. So that's how you set your specific goals, your SMART goals. Is that alright? Understand? Alright, thank you very much. I'll pass the mic now to Mr. Hulong.
No, is that what the counselor is supposed to say? Mark down.
Hi. So you all won't be so stressed.
Oh.
I'll be thinking about the grit and resilience. Sorry. Because from what I see, from mainly you all are not able to when you face a little bit of stress, then you fall out of track. So I think you all need to focus more on your grit and your resilience. So you need to practice more to prevent yourself from getting stressed during the match, such as using some of the techniques, such as daily improvement. You by practicing a bit more each day, you're able to perform better subsequently until you are well trained enough for your competition. And for the greater purpose, once you have been well trained, you won't get fear during the match. The goal is that you can perform well during the match, and the greater purpose is that you can win the tournament for your school. And for your growth mindset, you might get fear during your match is because you only think that you are at your best. The truth is you're not actually at your optimal in your skills and your techniques, so don't confine yourself at where you are only. So I'll pass the mic to Miss Lee Sing.
Okay, hi. For the meditation techniques, there are 3. Deep breathing. You can do it. Do deep breathing before the match and during the breaks. It helps to reduce the stress and fear, and you'll be able to think better. And next is the yoga. You can do it the night before the match. It helps better in clearing your mindset. The last one is meditate before the match, during breaks and nights before the match. Helps to calm you down and relax and think better. Also, by doing so, you can overcome the tension and stress to perform better in the match. So I'll do one activity. Can you put away your belongings?
True.
Okay, then you close your eyes and think that you are in imagine you're in a quiet place or your favorite scenery. Then you can deep breathe in and out.
Not too fast.
Not too fast.
Not too fast then.
And then like that you can clear your mind so that you won't so stress and fear over the match. Yeah. Then you can now open your eyes. How do you feel?
That was too short.
Actually, if you feel too short, maybe you can visit our nurture spa. The nurture spa actually has a lot of. Alright, that's all. Thank you very much. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, next one.
Okay, hi, good afternoon. I'm Shraddha, I'm your counselor for today. These are my colleagues, and we will all be talking about your stress in terms of your examination. Okay, so I've collated data that and I have found that you are feeling overwhelmed by your heavy workload. Yeah, by your heavy workload due to your RJs and your quizzes, and at the same time your MSAs. At the same time, your MSAs are coming around the corner. So I believe that you guys are much more experiencing much more stress than you already are. And so what can be done to address your stress that you are experiencing is that I feel that due to your past negativity, you guys actually remember more about your past, and then because you guys are experiencing anxiety, so every time during your exams you guys are feeling stressed out, that makes you guys not doing well for your school. So what I feel is that you guys can actually relax, and then not try to plan out your dates and your time properly, and then after that what you can do is that you should focus more on the positivity in life and do more meaningful activities. And in terms of activities, there will be meditating, and my colleague will be talking to you about that.
Hi. So I feel like sometimes we tend to be very busy with our life, and that's why I feel that time management is very important, so that we can like avoid taking on more than what you can handle. Cause if you like handle too much, you will be very stressful, and end up you cannot like concentrate during examination, or like you just, even though like you revise so much, but you are so stressed to the part that when you like reach the examination room, like you cannot think of anything to write. Yeah, so you can like try to schedule your time, and yeah, so like you can start a planner first, and you can analyze like all the things that you did during the days, and note the things that you tend to take like a very long time to do, and like just like try to edit your schedule to make it more productively, and also remember to like have a few breaks in between, so that you won't feel like feel so overwhelming by everything that you did. Yeah. Okay, so next thing will be I'll be talking about meditation. So yeah.
And then you go to the.
Okay. So I think so everyone please close your eyes.
You may begin this guided meditation by gently closing your eyes.
Breathe in and breathe out. And think about the happy things
Allowing
that
your
you
body
do in
to
life.
settle into a pure state of relaxation. Take a deep breath in and letting it dissolve as it calmly. Surrender any expectations you had for this moment.
Okay, yeah, so that is what you can do when you are like, when you feel stressed. So like basically you just take a deep breath in and breathe out to like calm your mind. And you also can do it like when you are like doing your revisions for your upcoming exam, because like meditate can also like sharpen your concentration. And you can calm your mind by thinking like positive or happy things. In general, right, to gain the benefit of meditation, it's important to like meditate for at least like 10 minutes. Yeah, okay, that's all.
Now I'm going to be talking about the hope therapy. Basically, for hope therapy, as the name suggests, it's about hope. I basically would label it as being optimistic in your life, and I know that that may be very difficult because some of us are innately very pessimistic. So for that, right, we have a test for you to a little questionnaire for you to do so that we can see how we can manage your hope therapy and see how we can improve it. So for some of the questions add up to different scores, and for those scores I have collated the results that are applicable to your situation, which is your the exams that you're facing in the MSA. So according to the results that I've gotten, the ones that I'm very happy to announce that your results are actually quite above average. The only one that is of any worry is the question that states, I can think of many ways to get the things in life that are important to me, and it's rated a 3, which is somewhat false. This again is actually very applicable to your situation again, which is the RP exams. But for that, I think a good way is to set goals and to set smart goals in general. For this, right, I think you shouldn't be too hard on yourself. You should set smart goals. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. So for this, right, I think it's really important to just go at your own pace and to not go and not to be too and to not be too hard on yourself. For this, right, especially since RP's exam standards are very different from other polytechnics. Our exams are actually open book, so I think that when you study, right, it's very good if you take your notes beforehand and collate them in such a way that it'll be way easier to get your resources when you're doing your exam properly. This way, I think it'll be easier for you to set your goals into getting the results you want. Maybe you might want a 4.0 GPA or something at first, but even let's say you're at a 2.0 right now. Obviously, the first goal that you're setting should not be immediately jumping to 4.0, right? Exactly. So the SMART goals is basically asking you to take baby steps, one step at a time.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Good afternoon. I hope you are enjoying our newly furnished room. I hope it's nice for you. Okay, so according to your grade scale over here, actually I think that you are a very diligent person. According to over here, you are very much like me, diligent, and you are very hardworking, and so you do not change your interests here and there. So I think that's pretty good. But then through this, I can see that you are like you do not have a lot of time for yourself. Everything is all about work. So if you do not meet any of your achievement, you will tend to feel bad about yourself. Okay, so I'm talking about greed over here. So what is greed is about your perseverance and how you're gonna overcome all your challenges here and there. So how do we grow greed? There's 4 ways you can do it. I remember the way by DDGG. So first is develop a fascination. So how do you develop fascination for your studies? I know it's pretty hard to do so. So I give you an example. Like you know that when you like a subject, you tend to study on it more. Am I right to say that? And when you do not like a subject, you tend to leave it one side and wait for it to procrastinate. Yes, in other words. So in other words, what I'm trying to say is try to like the subjects that you're weak in, so that you study on it more, and then in the end you will be able to improve it to a standard that you really want to be. So next can be daily improvement. The other D is daily improvement. So every day you can study, and then you try to memorize a little more things as possible for your exam. So I know exam is coming up soon, so you can take day by day, go study like 1 hour or 1.5. Then you might get to remember more stuff. That's pretty good. And always remember that you have your greater purpose for you. So always remember that you want to do well in your studies, so that in the future you have a stable life, you can get a good job and here and there. So you get make a good family for yourself, and then you have a stable life straight ahead. And always remember that you should have a growth mindset. And what does that mean is never to undermine yourself. Never think like, oh, this is too much for me. I'm always able to improve. This is what you should think. I'm able to improve. I'm able to absorb more. I'm able to learn more. And you should never give up on yourself, even if you do not get the marks that you right. It doesn't really matter. In the end of the day, it's the process that matters. And I hope that this journey in RP, you will learn more, and then you will succeed in your MSA, and then following your ESC, you will succeed. Thank you very much.
Okay, done.